All right, I want to return now to a story I stayed across on this program because I know you care about it. It's about I Cook Foods. Remember SlugGate? The business shut down, allegations of a connection to the death of an individual, obviously not proven. And the poor man who ran that company, forced to defend his good name, lost his business all the way through the courts, government shutting it all down. Well, that man, Ian Cook, joins me now, and he's had a bit of a win in the courts in Victoria. The last time we spoke, you said you want to pursue the Dandenong Council, which kicked this off, that went after you from the get-go. You said you were going to pursue it as far as you could. Well, you've had a win in the Victorian Supreme Court. What's the latest?
Yes, it's actually a very big win. Dandenong has thrown absolutely everything they could at trying to stop us from, myself and my company, from suing them and the woman who we accused of planting the slug, Elizabeth Garlick, and her boss, those two personally, for malicious prosecution. So they took an application out of the Supreme Court to stop us. And yesterday, the judge came down and just went through every one of their arguments and tore it to pieces and said, no, I have absolutely the right to sue them. And so we will now proceed forthwith and put as much pressure as we can on them. This council has spent millions of dollars of their ratepayers' dollars to hide the truth and to try and bury this. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop fighting corruption in Victoria. I'm going to keep going.
And of course, the allegation way back when was your contention that they went after you because you were a successful business. They had tried to set up something about a group of local councils to deliver the meal services that you were doing. They did it poorly. They lost contracts. They didn't make money. You had obviously a very successful business, but you stood in the way of them getting more contracts. So they had to run you out of town, so the claim goes, and that's what you've been fighting for.
Absolutely, yes. And in part of that, one of the things they tried to do to cover up what they did in closing us to clear the road for, so to speak, for community chef, was to then charge me. So all of these charges, 96 charges against myself and the company, which were then withdrawn the very first contest mentioned in court when we got there, because I wouldn't do a deal with them. They offered to do a deal if I, rolled over on a couple of charges. I said, no, you want to do it? We go into court and we do it. They wanted to try and destroy me and destroy my name to legitimise what they had done and to cover up all the things that you've just discussed. And it didn't work. But it's been a long 5-year struggle for, the 41 people that worked with me that lost their livelihoods. For my family. We're just not going to stop, Peter. We're going to keep going. It's, you're right from your opening remarks. Basically, I did lose everything. That company has no value at all anymore. It's gone. And that's a pretty tough pill to swallow. But what are you supposed to do? Roll over and walk away and let them get away with it? That's just not going to happen. So we're going to keep fighting. This isn't just about us, my employees, etc. This is also about it not happening to any other family business in Victoria. This is about stopping corruption in Victoria, cutting the head off the snake. And if people want to support us, we would absolutely love it. We've set up a GoFundMe page because, yes, it's an expensive exercise doing what we're doing, but we intend absolutely hammering it, and we will hammer it continuously. There will be no stopping. Occasionally things go a bit quiet, like we're waiting for a court decision or whatever, but then we're going to come out swinging again.
Well, you keep coming on here. My audience, often send me emails saying, what's happening with SlugGate? How's Ian going? I'm so delighted we've got an update for them tonight. There's a place they can support you if they can. I know cost of living is hitting everyone, but hopefully people can find something to send your way because, as I said, this is a fight you're doing for all of us. You're a warrior, Ian. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.